Last semifinal game between Michigan and Alabama. I was joined by a six-man in the booth once again.
What's up?
This should be interesting. I really hope there's no lag complaints. There's probably going to be some, but
You know,
I don't
my
know.
name when it's brought up, I'm kind of a controversial topic, and I understand. I really do. I've made my enemies in my day, but I'm glad to be here. Color commentating with my boy Gerald. So
Oh
as
yeah.
we get the laundry list of roster changes.
Yeah, we're gonna sit here for another 5 minutes waiting for this to. I don't know what he's doing. Please, for the love of God, guys, send me your depth chart changes so we don't have to sit here every time. It takes me like 2 minutes to put him in the roster. Then it'll be on everyone's PC. So
Shout out to Ender for hosting this. Came in very, very clutch.
yeah, we went through like 7 different hosts trying to get them to. I don't know. Junior's internet sucks, so I said what I said. Oh yeah, this is even better, guys. You guys can see such great gameplay right now. Okay, I think we're finally gonna get underway from where we were in Miami for the Orange Bowl. Michigan with the ball to start. You guys can't hear anything. Need to turn up my parsing audio.
Well, something that I'd like. Ben Breedson. Something I'd like to remind you of, Caleb. You remember when Oklahoma was in this very same stadium?
I don't want to talk about it. Wait, which one? There's two.
Oh, you know which one I'm talking about.
Against the team that was in this game too.
Yep, that was a thrashing.
Wait, now hold on. That one's not as bad as the the Peach Bowl.
Yeah, but that's a bunch of garbage time scores, and you know it is. Whoa.
What do you mean? We lost to Bama by 11 as Quorum takes it to the house in the first play. LSU we lost by. We were down by 35 or 42 at halftime.
Yeah, it was crazy. Way to set the tone.
I guess he's not lagging, so we're good.
Yeah.
Moody's kick is up and good, and it's 10 seconds in, and we already got a score. So, yeah.
Well, I have no idea what to say, but going all Navy is disgusting, to be quite honest.
All right, have you not seen his alternate uniforms?
Oh, they're disgusting as well. I think Michigan should be a one uniform team. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think you can really swag out Navy and maize.
Why, he's got like, I don't even know what they call him.
A white one.
Yeah.
I saw those.
Gibbs with the 7-yard carry, not handoff, on their first play. I think they're running the same formation that Mason does in the previous semifinal. Basically the same offense, a couple of different wrinkles, but it's nonetheless same concept.
I have a strong feeling that this is going to be for
loses
a
the
read
yard.
option.
And a big third down to begin the Orange Bowl. Bordeaux can't go for this if he doesn't pick it up. 3rd and 4. And Bryce Young fires to the sidelines, intercepted by Moten. He might house it. Oh, he couldn't get it turned upfield, but Michigan has a chance to go up 2 scores in a matter of 2 minutes.
Yeah, you shouldn't lead that up there. It gives a lot of time for the corner or whoever's guarding someone to drift up the field and to catch that ball. It's a common mistake in route running, and you see it there from both the quarterback and the wide receiver.
Apologize for everyone that heard Sexman very loud there. Turned up my desktop audio, and that was very loud in my ears. Anyway, Corum on a wheel route gets 8 off a screenplay. That's like his signature play. But it gets 8, 2nd and 2 for Michigan.
Absolutely love that. It's definitely a twist wrinkle as well.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's where he got it from. It's going to go with a hunch. What's that, Med P? 2nd and 2 for Michigan at the 28-yard line. McCarthy giving orders to his receivers, 2 receivers to each side. McCarthy's back to pass. Looking down the field, nothing really coming open. He's going to take off and run with it. Middle opened up, and it's a 4-yard rush. 1st and 10, Michigan.
See, I like the QB contain, but whenever you have 3 down linemen and you only have 1 man rushing, it's really hard to get pressure. So, great job by Twist Jr. there on cutting up.
Counter to Corbs, where he took to the house in the first play. It's the opposite this time. Loses 2. 2nd and 12 now for Michigan. This, I don't know. Wardo looks completely different than what he looked like last night. On both sides of the ball, for that matter. And Michigan looks to capitalize. And, Arnold drops an interception. Would have been a huge turning point.
Yeah,
Blake, I will ban your new account right now. I don't have. You'll make another one. Listen here, buddy. Mason Twist or Junior took it to the house on his first play, and they got a pick, and that's where we are now. Anyway, 3rd and 12 for Michigan at the 24-yard line. It's going to be a McCarthy rollout to the right side, looking into the end zone. It's going to be Shoemaker, touchdown, Michigan. I don't think he got in there, but the game gave it to him.
I think he stuck that ball out, but
Well, I don't think he got a touchdown. I think he's out at the 1. We'll see. I just don't see. I just don't see.
Terrible angle.
I'm not really seeing how we're gonna overturn this call, but
Yeah. Especially with that camera angle.
it stands as called, and Michigan goes up 2 scores with 3.5 minutes to go in the first. It's Sexman and I, Mason.
Shout out to Mason, making it to the national championship, kind of walking backwards and doing any handstands and somersaults into the natty. That man is a demon on the sticks.
Bordeaux is now having to play from behind, which is something I don't think he had to do at all last night. I think he was leading the entire game. But that should fix it. Anyway, 1st and 10 for Alabama. Last game, potentially the last game for Bordeaux at Alabama. If this doesn't go the way he wants, a 6-yard rush by Jahmyr Gibbs, and it's 2nd and 4 for Bama.
That looked like a buck sweep there, and now we're going to see this trio tight end nub with a wide receiver at tight end.
2nd and 4 for Bama. Law in motion from left to right. Now gets to the right side. Young back to pass. Fires to his running back. Had a man wide open over the middle. It chose not to throw it to him. Now it's another huge 3rd down for Alabama upcoming.
There's that tunnel vision. He threw 2 or 3 wheel routes in 0.5 seconds last night, and he's entering that formation here where it's going to look like a wheel route.
Young back to pass on 3rd and 4. Nothing's coming open, really. He's going to have to launch it down the field. He does. His receiver found an open spot and is caught for a 26-yard reception and a 1st and 10 for Alabama. Bama is now at Michigan's 43-yard line. First time across midfield for them today. And Young's back to pass once again, rolling out to the right side. Pressure's coming for Michigan, and Young gets sacked for a 20-yard loss. A huge sack, and now it's 2nd and 30 for Alabama.
So Junior's just got to try and not get too conservative, with this.
Yeah.
Huge.
I mean, if you give up a 1st down off a 2nd and 30, then you just need to change something up on defense. Brooks in motion, and now Young's back to pass on a 3rd or a 5 wide, and Bryce Young launches what would have been a touchdown pass. 3rd and 30 now for Michigan or for Alabama, excuse me. turn that six man up a little bit more. Okay, he's going to be there. Actually, I probably could just do this. I don't know. I could just do desktop audio. That would be an easier way to turn you up on OBS. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, I hope I sound good, guys.
Young back to pass on this 3rd and 30. A comeback route. It's intercepted by Turner, and Michigan might take this back. He's at midfield up to the 40. He's not going to get the blockers he wants, but Michigan gets to Alabama's 35-yard line and is set up to go up 3 scores in the first quarter.
So, Gerald, I'm going to ask you, if you're in this position, what would you do?
I would take a shot.
I personally would take my time.
I think Michigan's taking a shot. Hendon catches at the 15, breaks a tackle, and gets up to the 12. First and 10 from Michigan. I mean, my reasoning is you have all the momentum. Why not let one fly to the end zone?
I get it. I totally do, but I'm more of an old head. I like to get the momentum, you know.
Corum stumbles and gets a pass, touchdown, Michigan. And they go up 21-0 in 5 minutes.
That is 1, 2, 3 scores ahead of Bordeaux. I just feel like we are really bouncing off each other.
It's great. It's great. Oh, man. 21-0 in just over 5 minutes. Bama. I mean, we saw this last night. Still have plenty of time. Twist was down 3 scores and had a chance to come back into this game. So it's not to say it's over yet, but he's got a lot of work to do.
That nub tight end.
Yep. Gibbs with the handoff. Had a lane. Only basically had one man to beat. But only gets 6 seconds before from Michigan. I believe
it's almost like a...
Go ahead.
No, you go.
I was going to say, I believe if Michigan continues the way they're going, it'll be the highest seed to make it to a natty in RFL history. But as Jahmyr Gibbs gets 14 yards, another first down for Alabama.
Yeah, I feel like a certain someone said this in the chat last night. Not going to say who, but...
Where are you going with this?
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. 2nd and 3 for Alabama. Past midfield at the 48. Looking to get something on the board. Nothing has gone their way in the first quarter. Bryce Young back to pass. Everyone split out on our route. Young fires on the run to Brooks. Gets 13 and a first down for Alabama.
That is one fast defensive tackle. I don't care how it looks. That man is 300 pounds, and he is moving.
He is. 1st and 10 for Alabama as we are under a minute to go in the first. 3 receivers left side. Now Brooks in motion. Splits off to the right. And Young snaps it. And he's going to fire to Brooks over the middle again. Gets 12 yards. Another first down for Alabama. First and 10. It's going to be a counter to McClellan. Jason McClellan gets 4 yards. 2nd and 6. Bama. If I was Bama, if this was me, I would really like to get points before the end of the quarter, just so you don't have to waste any time in the second. You know, that's
no. I
Yeah.
totally get it.
Young back to pass. Had Y open for a second and now throws it away. 3rd and 6 for Alabama.
I think Bordeaux is being a little bit shy on his reads. I don't think he's pushing as many shots as he did against Twist. I truly do, as he had a post basically wide open on the inside
Young,
half.
back to pass, rolling out, fires the triangle. That route was open last time, and Harrell gets 17, and it's first to go up the 2-yard line for Alabama.
Watch this curl, or watch this wheel.
He's going to run in the end zone with Bryce Young. Or try. Oh, it's the wheel route to Gibbs. Touchdown, Alabama. And Alabama gets on the board. It is now 21-7 with 6 seconds to go in the first.
It's hard to stop your opponent 3 times in just as many drives.
It is. But Michigan will get the ball back. Probably one of the first true drive they've had since the their first. They've had short fields the last two. Now back at the 25-yard line, although last time they had a drive this far back, it was a one-play touchdown. And I'm sure they would like to do that again.
8 plays and 3 scores. I think that's a pretty good
It
ratio.
is screenplay that they love. This time throws it to the receiver, and that is that's the end of the quarter, and Michigan's up 21-7.
Ronnie Bell had a ton of room, and he
Zeke,
did not get that animation.
Zeke, you say that? Yeah, I beat Michigan 2 times this season, so I'm just gonna throw it out there. Anyway, McCarthy's back to pass on a 2nd and 4. Fires down the field. He's got a man behind the defense. It's going to be Wilson. Catches at the 25 and is up to the 20-yard line. 51 yards and a first down for Michigan. Yeah, I lost to Mason. Mason just beat Hawk by 30. So what do you want from me? Handoff. Corum up the middle. Corum gets 2. 2nd and 8 for Michigan. Actually, I lost to Mason by less than Hawk. I lost by 28. So, I'll give up 70, but McCarthy's going to take off and scramble on a 2nd and 8. Gets 5. 3rd and 3 from Michigan.
McCarthy had his smash route, or a corner route in regular terminology, and he had that check down there. He missed both of them. But shout out J.J. McCarthy. That man has a pair of legs on him.
He does. A big 3rd down for Alabama here. Maybe he can force a field goal. Play action pass. McCarthy fires to Shoemaker in the flat, wide open. He makes a man miss. Breaks his tackle. Touchdown, Michigan. And Michigan goes back up 3 scores.
That boy Shoemaker. That's number 2 for him. And, I love seeing the big boys rumble.
28-7. X-Man remembers this lead very well from a certain game. It's not safe by any means in the 2nd quarter.
Not at all.
Burton returns it for Alabama, breaks a tackle up to the 20, and that's where he will go down. Bama now down 3 scores again. Very much in desperation mode, but at the same time, they do get balls to start the second half. So if you can time it correctly to cut it to 2 scores and get the ball, you can get right back into this game. 1st and 10, 3 receivers left side for Alabama. Young back to pass, pressure coming, has to roll out, going to fire, and it's incomplete. Could not get to a wide open bounce route, and it's 2nd and 10 for the Crimson Tide.
Yeah, Bryce is just a little cold.
Just a little bit.
Watch this corner route possibly from number 8.
Gibbs now split off 5 wide for Alabama. Young back to pass, fires to Harrell left side, gets 6 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 for Alabama. They are allowed to go for it now on 4th down. They're down by 18 or more. 3rd and 4 at the 25-yard line. Law in motion from left to right across the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers left side now. Law by himself on the right. And Young's back to pass. Surveying the field. Nothing's coming open. And it's going to make a sack miss. And it's going to be intercepted by Green again. And Green has blockers. He might get in the end zone. He's at the 10. Swerves and touchdown Michigan. They go up 28 in the 2nd quarter. Oh, man.
All that momentum from yesterday.
It's gone.
Completely wiped out, Gerald.
It's gone. It was gone after the first play. Maybe the league has to look into the delaying of the game by Michigan, see if they had anything to do with this performance, Maybe we get the RFL insider Wilson in here to investigate. You never know. 30-yard return by Kinstry, and it's 1st and 10 Alabama.
So, Gerald, are you saying that there needs
I'm
to be
not. Hold on. I'm not saying anything. I'm just, throwing it out there.
Wow.
1st and 10 for Alabama. Bryce Young back to pass, throws to 2 people that are over there. McClellan comes up with it. It gets 20 yards. And Alabama first down. I'm gonna be honest. I could have, the blowout in the first game was something that you could have easily been called, as Law doesn't come up with that catch. But this one, I did not see going like this at all.
Neither did I.
And that's no offense to like either one of them. I just thought it was actually be a really good game. 4 touch streaming this one, interesting. Young fires to Gibbs in the flats on a wheel route. This is not a flat. Anyway, fires to a wheel route and gets another 18. And Bama is staying in this formation because it's actually working right now. He said he's going to pick away from losing all this momentum. He's trying to get back as Leary catches it for a 15-yard reception. And it's 1st and 10 for Alabama.
Yeah, it looks just like a normal cover 3 that Junior's going to. So Bordeaux's exploiting that.
Young passes to Gibbs on a wheel route again. All right, Blake, you're getting banned. I'm sorry. You're deforming me, and it's not okay. As Young's back to pass, fires to Leary for a touchdown as he gets in the end zone, and Alabama gets on the board again. Cuts it to 21. It's wherever I want it to be, Mason. (35-14) is the score. Michigan will get the ball back. Up 21. Yeah, this is interesting. I don't know. Section we got the 2 blowouts. I don't know how. We need to talk to people about not getting them anymore. As Wilson gets to the 37 on the return.
All I'm gonna say is a certain someone, they kind of just threw it out there that this might happen. So respect to that guy.
I mean, you want to clarify more? Because no one knows who you're talking about. Was it you, huh? Was it you?
It was exactly me,
okay.
to be quite honest.
Handoff to Quorum. He tries to get outside. He does, and he's free behind the defense. He's gone. Touchdown, Michigan, unless he gets caught from behind, and he won't. 2-1 play.
There goes that man.
What do you mean one slip up, Clay? What the hell are you talking about? This is bad. 42 points in the first half is interesting in a playoff game. Oh God, I do remember that. Clay, you do realize I've done that multiple times, right? That was not the first time I've done that. It won't be the last. Mason, you don't count. I was not supposed to be in that game. Okay? I scored. How many points did I score? 35? Your defense wasn't better as Young fires to Burton to the 27. Huge play for Alabama trying to get back in this game. Wow.
I love the fight from Bordeaux here. He's not laying down lightly. He's sticking to what he's good at.
Young fires to Gibbs in the flat. Gets to the, 11-yard line. Not officially a 1st and goal. But Bordeaux trying to get back in this game. 28. Mason, shut the hell up. Gibbs catches it. Touchdown. Alabama out of the backfield. And 3 plays and a touchdown. They cut it back to 2 scores. Mason, there's this really cool button that says timeout Coach Mason UK. And I am very tempted to press it. Wilson returning it up to the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 for Michigan at the 21-yard line. He's only down 21. I mean, yeah, if you look at it that way, oh no, Core's free again. He's looking for 1 block. He doesn't get it, but gets up to the 46-yard line.
Blake Corum is running wild.
He's got to have at
Call
least
him
200 yards already.
call him Secretariat. That man is a horse.
Hand off to Corum once again. This time it goes nowhere. Loses a yard. 2nd and 11 for Michigan. They are not slowing down. They want more points before the half. Because if they don't, Bordeaux somehow gets the ball back and scores. It gets a little interesting. McCarthy's back to pass on a 2nd and 11. Fires down the field. It's caught by Henning at the 7 and is tackled at the 6-yard line. What a play. What a catch by Henning. And it's 1st and goal for Michigan. And Alabama's calling timeouts. First and goal at the 6-yard line from Michigan. Hand off to keeper by McCarthy. Goes nowhere, and Bama burns another timeout. My opinion, just a little bit too early.
Yeah, I do agree. I think you have. But Bordeaux going with the I have 3 timeouts, I'm not going to take them into half mentality.
That's true. 2nd and goal for Michigan. Henning in motion from left to right. It's going to be a keeper by McCarthy again, trying to get outside. He does. Touchdown, Michigan. And it's 49-21 with 1:50 to go.
Look, Bordeaux has got to get some better run fits.
I know, yeah, this is bad. He was not this bad against the run last night. I don't know what has changed from last night to tonight, but it's drastic. And the thing is, Junior is very run heavy, so that should have been something you would have focused on. Unlike Twist, who's more leaning to the pass. But yeah, I don't know. It's very odd. Anyway, Alabama down 28 with the ball. Does get the ball to start the second half, so could cut up to 14. If they do this correctly, hand off Jameer Gibbs right side, looking for a block. Spins up to the 30 and gets up to the 40 after a broken tackle.
Yeah, Jameer Gibbs is the grown man. We're seeing 2 running backs, battle it out, but Blake Corum is definitely the better one in this game.
Sneak, because he asked me if he could join me in the booth tonight. Anyway, Gibbs with the handoff gets 5. 2nd and 5 for Alabama. He's not hosting. Second and 5, handoff. Gibbs with the middle again. Goes nowhere. Just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Did Michigan call a timeout? I think they did. It's 3rd and 5 now for Alabama. Couldn't think of the name for a second.
I have a sneaking suspicion the running back's going to be on a wheel here, but
Yeah, you could say that. Once he splits them off right side, that's another scenario. I think it is going to be that play. Law in motion from left to right. Now settles on the right side. There he goes, Gibbs out of the backfield. Has a man wide open on seam route. Harrell going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. And it is 49-28. We have had, let me see if I can do math real quick, 77 points scored in the first half.
I love that he scored there, but
Junior's gonna score
you gotta-
again.
you got to look at this situation. You got to read it.
Yeah,
You have to go down.
yeah. You don't want. He's gonna score again. Wilson trying to get outside, gets to around the 24, and it's 1st and 10. 19 plays, 49 points for Michigan. That is a very effective offense, you could say.
Oh, they are efficient as all get out.
1st and 10 for Michigan at the 24. It's going to be a keeper by McCarthy. McCarthy's free. Has blockers, only gets 9. 2nd and 1 for Michigan. If I was Bordeaux, I would turn on the adjustment to watch the quarterback on that play, as well as spread out the line of scrimmage so you don't give him outside runs. But, yeah. I mean, it's really hard to stop Michigan's run game, but you do have to at least like stack the box at some point. As Wilson behind the defense again drops it this time, 3rd and 1 for McCarthy.
That
Yeah.
was scary.
All right.
That was
Yeah.
scary.
If you are Bordeaux, you have to know a run's coming. You got to sell it to the run here. There's no way with Blake Corum that this ball is going in the air. Unless it's a screenplay. It is a screenplay. Oh, and it's not a first down, and Alabama's going to get the ball back unless Michigan fakes it.
What would you do?
I would run the. I'd fake it.
I'm faking it too. I'm faking
it. I would not leave that guy open. That guy's going to come open. Oh my gosh, he's punting it. Oh man, this changes everything if he scores here. Burton gets free, trying to get. Oh, he gets hammered at the 30. And Bordeaux has some life. It's slim, but if he scores here, it gets very, very interesting. Could potentially cut it to a 1-score game if everything goes correctly. 1st and 10 for Alabama at the 30-yard line. Young back to pass. Throws over the middle to Burton. Burton gets outside up to the 50 and is tackled at the 46-yard line.
No timeouts.
No timeouts, but a first down does stop the clock. Even though, well, I guess the new rules would still apply here, actually. Young back to pass again. 40 seconds to go. Can't take a sack. Fires to Burton again. Out of bounds. Another first down for Alabama. It is huge. However, Bordeaux needs to get his point here. That's something that Twist could not do last night, which ultimately cost him the game. Threw away all the momentum he had in the second quarter comeback. Young back to pass again, rolling out right side, looking for something. Nothing's coming open. He's going to run out of bounds for a loss of 1. Second and 11 for Alabama. 31 seconds to go. Yeah.
There's that nub look.
Yeah. 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
A lot of adjustments.
Harrow in motion now. It's going to be play clock's winding down. 2-1 snap. Finally, ball is snapped. Fires in the out route. Oh, my goodness. Bond catches in the corner route. Excuse me. That was a very dangerous pass that Bordeaux got away with. 3rd and 2 now for Alabama. And Young's back to pass. Rolling out right side. Oh, going to throw it out of bounds. And decision time for the Crimson Tide. You got to go for it. I mean, a field goal does nothing for you right now. You're down 21.
I definitely agree. But you have a tired quarterback.
That's true.
So I'm very interested in to see what Bordeaux is going to cook up here.
I'm going to take a wild stab that this is going to be the wheel route. Just a hunch. He's got 10 seconds, though. Can't do a lot of adjustments. The backup quarterback's in. Ball is snapped. Going to fire, and it's caught by Gibbs, and he's free. He's going to get in the end zone, and touchdown Alabama, 28 yards. And it's a 2-score game with 17 seconds to go.
Bordeaux, he's making it happen.
Oh, man. We've had.
I would have.
Oh, man. 84 points scored in the first half. It's got to be a record. RFL, I'm going to be honest. No way we've had this happen before in a playoff game, at least. And
now, with 1 timeout.
See, here's the thing. I would just take it to halftime. Because the last thing you want to do is throw a pick, and then you really bring him back in the game.
I get that. But you have to have the mindset of, if it's not there, I'm throwing it away.
Yeah, a bounce route. And Henning is open. He used the bounce route cheese. Timeout Michigan with 10 seconds to go.
This Michigan team is fast with a capital F.
Yep. Problem is, you get tackled in bounds, it's the end of the quarter. You got to be very careful with what you do here. Get out of bounds or get a first down to spike it. McCarthy back to pass. He's waiting for the bounce route again. He's wasting too much clock. throws it away. Now he's got one play. He's got to throw it in the end zone here. I don't know if they can make a 58-yard field goal. I'm going to be honest. The kick is up. Moody's kick is going to be good. 58 yards, and Michigan gives up 17 for halftime. Game is back to a 3-score game. That was a very big field goal. Yeah. First and 10 for Alabama. 2 receivers left side, 1 to the right. Young back to pass. Looking over the middle, nothing coming open. It's going to have to throw it away. Nothing got free.
What a user by Junior. He took away that first read there. Because that fade was wide open.
Second and 10. Brooks split off left side now. And Milroe now in for Alabama's back to pass. He's going to get not sacked, but throws it away at the last second. Third and 10 now for Alabama.
He forgot to change his formations up there.
And it's third and 10 for Alabama at the 25. Bryce Young finally back in the game. The receivers right side. I'm pretty sure this is Forvert's, if I had to guess. He's obviously changing routes. Young back to pass. Oh, he has a slant wide open. It's caught by Law. And Law catches it up to the 45-yard line. And, damn, I've got a first and 10.
Junior tried to bait that a little bit too much.
Yeah, he did. Young back to pass again.
Had a wide open Reese Latu on that out, but just missed him. I think he would have got the same yardage, though.
Yes, Young back to pass. Fires to Law over the middle.
If I'm Junior, I'm putting that strip ball aggressive on as soon as I'm able to, especially with this hurry up.
Young back to pass, rolling out right side. I think he's going to take off. No, fired in the end zone. It's caught by Latu. Touchdown, Alabama. Alabama going for 2 now, trying to get up to a 9-point game.
I don't see the...
No, there's not really no benefit here. Young's back to pass, fires, and it's incomplete. Now you're down 11 instead of 10.
You got to get that 2-point now. Yeah. You make it just that much harder for yourself. Shout out to Bordeaux, though, for, coming back, making this a game. I believe it was 28-7 at one point. Right, Gerald?
It was. Corum with the handoff. Gets 7 yards, 2nd and 3 for Michigan. Sorry, gents. Just saw something on Twitter, and I am texting friends right now because it's at OU. Anyway, 2nd and 3 for Michigan. McCarthy's back to pass and rolling out right side. Looking for something. Nothing coming up. Fires Corum over the middle at 35.
First and 10. Ball on the 36-yard line. It looks like they're going to blitz.
McCarthy with the keeper on a read option, trying to get outside up to the 35. Is tackled to the 37, I believe. It's 2nd and 8 for Michigan. McCarthy fires a ball. It's going to be dropped by Branch. And it was 3rd and 8 for Michigan.
Junior playing dangerous right now.
Very dangerous.
From their own 38-yard line. 3rd down.
Third and 8 now for Michigan. McCarthy's back to pass, rolling out right side. Fires in the middle, wide open. Johnson at the 35 and is tackled at the 33-yard line.
Oh, wow. There's that nub TE set.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling that's going to be a lot more commonplace.
Yep, 2nd and 9 for Michigan at the 32. McCarthy back to pass. Fires a ball. Streak route to the end zone. Touchdown, Wilson. And it's going to be a 19-point game now, 59-41.
Yeah, I think J.J. McCarthy had, the pick of the litter there. He had Schumacher on a corner route as well, so.
And Brad, you're going to move the ball well when you're able to execute the pass game like that. Those big plays eventually going to lead you to touchdown.
And they can forget about returning this one. Michigan's game plan was to run the ball, and they are doing it brilliant.
They knew coming in that they'd have to be able to rely on running.
Bama now down 19, or 18, excuse me. 1st and 10 at the 25.
Pick up big chunks of yards through the air. You wonder if they'll go back to that same strategy, or will they start to lean a little bit more on their.
Shut up, Mason. Young back to pass, going to fire a streak route. It's wide open. Harrell struck right back, and Alabama cuts it back to 12. I'm going to assume they're going to go for 2. I mean, you started it, might as well keep doing it.
I think if you're junior, you got to carry with that to the moon. But I respect it. He came off of it because he didn't think Bryce Young was going to make that throw, being just a tad bit tired.
Young will get planted at the 1. And it's a 12-point game with 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
Once you start chasing points like that, you're never going to stop.
Yep, this is exactly what happened. I think it was Twist last night, tried doing it, and fell behind chasing points too much. And it's kind of a repeat, just Borders on entering now. Right trigger, but he went for 2 before that. When it could have been 10, and he made it 11, and now he made it 12. So
I think Junior just wants to go for Mason's record of points.
yeah, Corum gets outside, and it gets 5 yards, 2nd and 5 for Michigan.
It's 2nd and 5 here. Ball on the 30-yard line.
McCarthy back to pass on the 2nd and 5. Pressure coming, gets hits.
You know, at that point, I think, Brad, the quarterback's just better off.
Right trigger.
You have to be very careful as you're feeling pressure to throw the ball.
But what I'm saying is, he's gone for 2 twice. And he could have made it 10 with an extra point, but went for 2 and failed. So he made it 11. McCarthy back to pass on the 3rd and 5. Has Shoemaker wide open. He throws it to him. He's at the 35, tackled at the 32. Corum on a counter, goes nowhere, loses 3, 2nd and 13 for Michigan. Now for Alabama, you got to hold them to a field goal. I would make it a 2-score game still. Obviously, a turnover would be great, but I don't know if you can aim to get that right now. As McCarthy's back to pass, fires. Not going to be a... Oh, he overthrows him. Oh,
Roman
man.
Wilson,
Oh,
not
man.
even putting the hands up.
Yeah. And it's a huge 3rd and 13 now for Michigan. I don't think he's got... Oh, no, he can't go over. He cannot go for over 5 yards. McCarthy on a 3rd and 13. Threw it to the bounce route once again. The cheese is coming out for Junior now. 1st and goal for Michigan.
I think you don't have to deal with those bounce routes as much as if you rush 3 instead of QB containing there. Because in this game, they play it poorly. They play it like a zone, kind of like a spy.
2nd and goal for Michigan after a carry by, I think it was Corum. Second and goal for Michigan now at the 8-yard line.
Letting the clock bleed a little.
Yeah, it's going to be a keeper by McCarthy. McCarthy's going to walk in the end zone for a touchdown, and it's 66-47 with 1:13 to go in the 3rd quarter.
And he adds the extra point.
Gerald,
To kick this one away.
Yes.
what are you thinking?
Well, I mean, you got to have another quick drive here if you're Alabama. And, well, he might have a quick kickoff return. Burton is at the 45, 50, and is at the 47-yard line. And Bama, I mean, you got to score here before the end of the 3rd, I mean.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that would be very, very big for the comeback to begin.
This offense moved the ball very well with their passing game.
This quarterback right now is in a rhythm.
Young back to pass, fires to Gibbs, and it's incomplete. Not really sure what happened there. Gibbs is there, but just didn't extend his arms, I guess. Young back to pass on a 2nd and 10. Fires to Harrell. He gets 5 yards. 3rd and 5 for Alabama. Young back to pass on a 3rd and 5. Oh, he had a slant. Now he throws it to him a little bit late. Law catches it, breaks tackle at the 25, makes him a miss at the 20. He's at the 15, 10, race towards the end zone, touchdown, Alabama, and they cut it back to a 2-score game. Wad? No. And they are still going for 2. I guess this does make it a field goal and a touchdown. And now it is a 2-touchdown game.
47-yard drive. And they'll come away with 6 points after failing on the 2-point conversion. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He sends this one deep.
Yeah, it was.
This is my kind of game. I love seeing this kind of production and the way
Alrighty, 1st and 10 for Michigan in a
both of these defenses.
this is what we used to see in the Big 12 6-man. It's kind of calmed down lately, but I mean,
Yeah,
5 years ago this was the norm. Bell with the reception of the middle, and 1st 10 for Michigan. This reminds me of the OU Texas Tech game in, I think you know which one I'm talking about.
2016,
Yeah.
17.
Yeah, it was like 66-59 or something. Wild. But yeah, 2nd and 3 now for Michigan.
You know what game it does not remind you of?
Oh no! Don't. I swear to God, which one?
A 49-0 thrashing.
Yeah, Zex man, you can say that. Yeah, you still don't have the largest win in the series history. OU does.
Oh yeah, we decided to put in our backup running back who proceeded to go off for 70 yards and a touchdown against you. So sorry he didn't go for 3 more.
You know, also we were running the tight end we're running triple option with the tight end, so that shows you how
Bad your coaching is? Yeah, it definitely does.
Did you see our backup quarterback? Can't throw a ball. I didn't really have another choice.
Hudson Card was our backup, and I think we
Yeah,
did
like Davis Bevel
fine
was
job with
ours, and he can't throw a pass more than 5 yards.
him. That would be a skill issue.
Yeah, it very much is. I don't know how he got to Norman, but he should immediately. He shouldn't be allowed to transfer. He should just be cut and never try to go to a football team again. That's what he should be doing. All he did was stand near the sideline every single play and just watched him. Yes, indeed, Trigger. Anyway, 2nd and 8 for Michigan. Fires to the end zone, and it's incomplete. That's going to be offensive pass interference, I'm fairly certain.
Yep. I mean, you got to know, you got to throw that ball away as soon as they get to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 18 now for Michigan.
The receiver is held up to the same standards as a defender when it comes to getting separation.
If I'm junior, I'm flipping on the true clock. I'm running the ball just a tad because I got 3 points in my back pocket, and that makes it a 3 touchdown game or a 3 score game, however you shake it out. But I don't know, foot's on the gas pedal.
2nd and 18 for Michigan. Looking for the bounce route. This time he's going to take off and run with it. Gets 8 yards, 3rd and 11 for Michigan. Bama's got to hold him to 3 here. Cannot let him get more than 6 or more than 6. 3rd and 11 for Michigan. 5 minutes to go.
From the 21-yard line, it's 3rd down.
McCarthy rolling out right side on 3rd and 11. It gets hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. And Alabama is going to hold on to 3 here.
I still like my way of calling it. Throw on that chew clock. You waste maybe a minute and a half there.
Yeah, it
And
is still a 2-score game, though. So Bordeaux can cut it to 1 with a touchdown here and a 2-point. Well, yes, and a 2-1 conversion.
Gerald,
Yes.
as you know, the boys like to say, nice.
Someone in the chat has purposely missed a couple extra points to have this score multiple times. Trigger, you have to go for 2. He's down 16. Young, back to pass. Threw that late. That's going to get picked. Oh, my goodness. It should have been picked off. And it falls incomplete for a 2nd and 10 now for Alabama.
That would have been GAME game.
That was it. Anyway, 4 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 10 for Alabama. Law now in motion from left to right. Splitting off to the right side. Now Young snaps it. He has him, but saw it too late, and he escapes and throws it away. 3rd and 10 for Alabama. It would have been a risky pass, but if he throws it right away, he had him.
Yeah, when you're down 16, you got to be a little risky.
Yeah, you got to go for it.
We've got 3rd and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line. The offense going to try to open this field up, coming out in a 5-wide set. And the defense counters with their dime look.
Young back to pass, fires over the middle to Law. Law catches it, and his shoestring tackle to the 44. I think he's gone if he has to get tackled there. But it's a 1st down nonetheless for Alabama.
I definitely agree with that.
The defense does
Young back to pass again. Has a man wide open. And now he sees it. It's going to be Brooks at the 20. And is tackled again by the shoestring at the 16. But Alabama's in business inside the red zone with 4 minutes to go.
The sub package in there defensively on this 5-wide receiver set.
See what Board cooks up here.
Young back to pass. Fires to Gibbs. Out of the backfield. Breaks one. Is tackled at the 1.
And now they're looking at 1st and goal.
First and goal for Alabama.
My opinion, that's huge. You're making your opponent snap the ball one more time while taking some time off that clock.
It's the fullback dive. If he doesn't go to number 60, what are we doing? Handoff to Randolph. He runs his way into the end zone, and we have a chance for this to be a 1-score game. Is he running goal line for a 2-point? Okay, I was getting ready to say. I was like, no way he does that. Anyway, a 2-point conversion to make it an 8-point game. After being down 20, was it 28 or 35? I think it was 28. I think it's 28 is the most. 28 in the first half. Has a chance to cut it to 8 here with 4 minutes to go in the fourth. Bond in motion from left to right now. Splits off to the right side. Now it's snapped. Young looking. Fires over the middle. It's caught by Leary at the back of the end zone. We have an 8-point game. 1-score game in Miami. Michigan gets the ball back up. 69-61.
Sailing downfield. He's to the 10. He's to the 20.
Wilson has a return. He might be gone. Battle trying to chase him down. He's at the 50. Breaks the tackle up to the 37-yard line.
Michigan's a team on a mission right now, it appears. They have put up 20 points in a row.
And there is the chew clock. Michigan's got to get a field goal here. That's all you got to do.
This is a real crucial time in the game. It could still go either way. Michigan holds an 8-point advantage.
And he's not. McCarthy's back to pass. Fires. It's caught by Anthony at the 5. First and goal, Michigan.
Bordeaux really unlucky there. Didn't get an animation.
If you're Michigan, why score this fast though?
I have no idea.
Core with the handoff. Yeah, if Alabama let him score. You still have 3 minutes now. 76-61. It's going to be the score, and it's back to a 15-point game. But at 3.5 minutes to go, Bordeaux's got plenty of time to go score with 3 timeouts. And, attempts an onside kick. You don't get it, you still have timeouts to get a stop. Alrighty. Moody sends it away, and it's going to be returned by Burton. Brings it out around 7 yards deep. Trying to get blockers. He does. He's free. He's at the 25. Up to the 30. 35, 40. Breaks the tackle up to the 50-yard line. And a huge return for Alabama. And they'll set up at midfield with 3:20 to go.
The offense is in desperation mode, and the defense is thinking, guys, one more stop, we can get out of here with a win.
So now the offense comes back out, hoping for the same success they had on their last drive.
Harrell in motion. He's going to split off right side. This is what Bordeaux's been running the last couple times. Young back to pass. Going to fire a slant to Harrell. He drops it. Oh, what a terrible time to have a drop pass.
So change it up. Try something different. If it's not working, you can't continue to sit back on your heels.
From midfield, 2nd down.
That's true, what he could have. Anyway, 2 receivers right side for Alabama now. Young back to pass on a 2nd and 10. Fires down the field, and it's intercepted by Walker. And that's going to do it for Miami. Walker returning, looking for blockers. He's free and is tackled at the 45-yard line.
The 46.
Big shout out to Bordeaux for making this one
Oh, yeah.
just a little closer and really push it down to the wire.
Carthy with the 2-yard carry. 2nd and 8 for Michigan.
Technically, it's not over.
It's not. It's just very. This is Miami. Oh, wow. He's running up the score. Wilson catches at the 28-yard line up to the 16.
I mean, I wouldn't technically call that running up the score.
Well,
You know he's gonna run commit. That's the best case scenario for Junior though. That dive.
hand off to Corum. Spins away up to the 10. Breaks a tackle and is tackled at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal for Michigan.
Alabama's going to use their first time out of the half here. It's first down. They're inside the 5.
I formation, and yet Bordeaux is not in goal line. Handoff, touchdown, Michigan, and they go up 3 scores.
And he converts the extra point. They line up to kick this one away. He really got a hold of that kick.
83 points.
Very interesting.
The Bordeaux is 61.
He's looking for more. Young fires to Brooks and is dropped. 2nd
Wow.
and 10 for Alabama. Young back to pass again, rolling out right side, looking for the same play. This time throws to Burton across the field. Burton gets outside of the 40, 35-30, up to the 20, looking for a blocker. He does get it, but is tackled by the shoes at the 8. 1st and goal for Alabama.
Just under 2 minutes in the game.
Young back to pass. Fires in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. Harrell catches it. And it's a 16? Yeah, 16-point game. Bama's going for 2, trying to make it 83-69. Hand off to Gibbs, and it's goes nowhere. Remains a 16-point game. And I'm going to assume an onside kick's coming.
Is looking to kick the onside here, but the return team's in their normal return formation. Really odd.
I won't be there, so if he doesn't, then I'm missing that race. So Reichard's kick is away, and it's recovered by Alabama. Oh my goodness!
Not sure how much this is going to matter.
I
But
mean, you say that. And what if he scores and gets it again?
that is very true. That's where the not sure part comes into play.
That's fair. It's fair. Minute 30 to go. 1st and 10. However, you know that drop that was earlier by Bama that cost them points that drive is very big now. Young fires and it's incomplete. Not sure why he was looking that way. He had slants coming open, but
From their own 40-yard line. 2nd down.
Young back to pass. Fires the wheel route to McClellan. McClellan gets a 1st down up to the 46. There has not been defense in this game, Wilson, unfortunately. Young back to pass on a 1st and 10. Thought about launching it deep. Going to fire on the bounce route to Bond, who hangs on through contact.
That's just an incredible catch.
It is 1st and 10 at the 15, I think. Young back to pass. Going to fire to Bond, who this time does not hang on.
And ask the man to do the impossible twice.
minutes to go. 2nd and 10. Border does have 2 timeouts. Now, that's not going to do anything if they don't get the onside kick. But Young looking. Nothing's coming open. It's going to fire to the end zone. Hope it's going to be caught. And it's almost intercepted. Dropped again. 3rd and 10 for Alabama.
Not to throw the ball. He didn't have any room at all, and he's lucky it wasn't intercepted.
Young back to pass. Has a slant wide open. JoJo Earl, touchdown Alabama. And it's a 10-point game again.
So the offense will stay on the
This is where those 2-point conversions really just haunt you.
Uh-huh. Young back to pass. Gonna fire. JoJo Earl catches it, and we have a 1-score game. 83-75. Onside kick it coming up. Oh, it's too hard. It's not going to be recovered. It's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to do it. I don't think. Well, he could get it back with like 13 seconds left, right?
Execute a successful onside kick.
He definitely has a chance.
He has a chance to get it back. It's just going to be with very, very minimal time. However, Junior has choked before, guys. He has thrown a ball when he shouldn't have, and that's how I beat him in the conference championship. Anyway, handoff to Blake Corum, and Blake Corum's going to say good night to everyone from Miami as he gets to the 11-yard line. That will do it. Border or Junior does not have to run another play. It's going to be an 83-75 victory. I don't think we thought about saying that score when it opened up as 21-0, but it is got to be the highest scoring playoff game we've had, no doubt, ever. And Michigan will face Kentucky in the national championship on Monday nights. That'll do it. I don't know what.